Good morning. This is Elizabeth from Pensacola, and all of our new garden beds in here have changed things. And then my husband made me cut all the vines that were covering this. I say he made me, but he kind of begged. He's 6'2", and he likes to have his solar powered lights working. But this is our Mirliton. We are on the almost last day of July, so we're July 30, and you can see I have a lot of debris in here that I need to clean out. It's hot and humid over here, and we do have heat advisories until 7 p.m. We've had a few days like that, so it's pretty warm. So here's the other Mirliton, and we still have that, so you can't get in there. Covered up. The doors are covered up. But so we did not get a harvest in the summer/spring. So these are old plants. We did protect them in the winter back in January. And then I always just throw extra Mirliton in to our beds, so I'm not really sure who got what and who didn't. So we have an extra trellis here now this year. Right here, we didn't have that before because it always kind of took over these little boxes. So now we're going to control it a little better, and then we have this side over here, and I'm sure this will all get filled in, and then hopefully it'll just survive. I know last year they had that big heat dome Louisiana area, but it looks okay. I mean, we have a few yellow leaves. I try not to be too concerned with it. It was all over these wires, and my husband yanked all that down. So it was kind of, making its way. Now it's on the ground and dead. But yeah, it looks pretty good. And I'm just still kind of waking up. There's some little munchers in here. Snails are like having a buffet after rains, especially. So that's it. That's our Mirliton. July 30th, 2024. And hoping, last year I think we got 640. And this year, who knows? But yeah, you can see it just dragged down all of the lights. Part of them snapped. So anyway, our turmeric has flowers, in case you care. Which I've never seen flowers this early. We usually get flowers in October. But this is Mirliton 2024, July. And then everything else is just, we kind of have our beds now made into like a mandala or a labyrinth shape. But the cucumbers are taking over, and we have new art. I'm not sure what we shared. Big winds yesterday knocked down all of our sunflowers. And okra over here. New sink over here, Seminole squash over here, Kakuza over here. The Kakuza got whatever. I really do think that what Lance said about the drift, that we got probably a drift of grazon. And the reason why I think that is, oh look, we have one little plant. I hope it will make it, because there's still, we could have ripped this out, but I just wanted to keep it. Let me put more seeds over here, but nothing has come up yet, so I'm going to put some more today. But we have these little, they look like cups, so something got into our space. But we have it here, we have some on this Roselle hibiscus, and then we have other weird places, like over there the cucamelons got it. And way over there we have an okra that seemed to get it. And this is what the cucamelon looks like. So all we've been trying to do is just dilute with adding soil and encouraging water, but just adding more soil or hay. And then over there, the okra just looks really bad, but I don't know if it's the heat from the car or that it had that brush with grazon. And then anyway, it's just hurting, but I just like to leave things and see how they're doing. That zinnia is also not really happy either, so it could just really be the heat from the car. That's cucamelon all over it. But the reason why I think Lance was onto something is because we have this really the places where the plants are affected, like this, are just really odd. But you can see Zinnia's not happy either. They're making these little morphed flowers. And we'll move the cucamelon later. But we just added this car in here, so I thought maybe okra would be a good choice because it likes the heat. This one's okay, but you can tell this one got affected too. And there's the Mirliton, which we're really here about, little gherkins. But this is why I think Lance was onto something with drift. So maybe it drifted only to certain areas, because look how pretty that okra is, all planted at the same time, is because we have this plant over here, which is a mulberry that came up on its own. But look, it's got those same curled leaves. It is not in the garden, so it didn't come from our hay. It didn't come from our soil. It didn't come from our mulch. This plant popped up and we don't do anything to it, and it has that. So my guess is somebody from over there, new construction, sprayed something, or that house sprayed it. It got onto this, and the wind just carried it over to the cucamelons. I don't know. Anyway, there's the Mirliton. Sorry I diverged, but it's hard not to diverge in a garden like this. So thanks for watching, and have a great summer. Look, I'm already sweaty from this heat. We had tomatoes in here, and the Malabar spinach totally took over. So anyway, ciao.